Good morning everyone, and welcome to our tiny house. What we thought we would do today, seeing as it's really trying to get out and it's dry, is open up the house and invite you in. So a little bit of background for all of the new people. We bought this tiny house in the middle of 2020 and we paid just over €6,000 for it. So not a lot by today's standards, but there's not a lot of house, and you'll see that. And our budget is even smaller still to get it up to spec and the way we would like it. So come inside and we'll have a look.
So we're going to show you around our tiny house, and I'm here in the kitchen area at the moment, and as you can see it's not very wide. We don't have any land at the front, or well, we have a tiny little bit of land at the front, but no garden as such. And so it's literally just the house, about 35 square meters. Kitchen's about that size. The length of the kitchen's probably double that size. And yeah, it's quite a nice space actually for a kitchen. It's not too bad at all. So I'll show you a little bit about how we power the house. Now, we did do a video in the week about the EcoFlow River 2 Max. This video is not sponsored by them, but have a look at that. It gives a little bit more of an insight into how we power this house purely using a 12-volt system. But I'll give you a quick overview now of our power system for the house. So we've got the light installed using this 12-volt system. The light is powered from the battery just under the bench there. The whole system in the house is going to be powered on a 12-volt system. We're not going to be connected to the grid. Really, it's just solar panels coming into the charge controller, which then fills up the battery, and the battery gives us 12-volt power through the cigarette car lighter here. But we also have a light switch for the lights, and I intend to put a few more light switches on there. So you may have seen the video that Elaine did when she repurposed the stuff from our van. This is the kitchen from the van. It's a very functional space at the moment. Again, like most things in this house, it's going to be temporary, but it's very functional. It works for us. A few people have asked us about what we do for a sink. We haven't got water going out of the property at the moment. We haven't got any plumbing systems in place, so we haven't got a plumbed in sink. That's our sink at the moment, with washing up in it, ready to be done. So we boil the kettle, put some cold water in, put some hot water in and some soap, and the washing up's done. So when we're not having a shower outside, we use this as our washing station. Exactly the same situation for heating up water as we would for our washing up. So as this is a tiny house, we don't have very much storage in the house. This was a great find. Thank you, Gary and Isabel. We found this just up the road, and we've used it to the best we can. Elaine did do a video about when she repurposed this, so have a look back. It's come in very handy for keeping things tidy in the house, which is one of the things that we're trying to do, because it is such a small house. Keeping it tidy can often be a problem. We have like camera bags on seats. We have Max's food just sitting behind there. But generally we're trying to keep it tidy and a little bit organised. People have asked us where we get our water from. There's a couple of options available. We do have a local fountain where we can collect water from, but at the moment the lady across the road has her own tap, which is filtered water down from the mountains, and we collect our water in these plastic containers and bring them in the house, and they sit here.
So that's the kitchen area done. Yeah, we make use of everything, hanging up the keys so we always know where they are. Just to say, this is one of the walls that I would like to have removed to make the kitchen a much bigger and functional space. It'll also mean we can get a small table and a couple of chairs in there so we can eat in here. So let's go in the living room. So size wise, it's quite similar to the kitchen. feels a bit smaller in here. I don't know why, but yeah. What we intend to do is also to remove this wall, because there is another room behind there. It doesn't have any windows. At the moment we're using it as a storage. It's where we hide all our stuff, and it'll make this a much more pleasant room. But this is where we just come and chill out. It's also where we eat at the moment, and you'll notice we now have a sofa, and I think Darren's got a little clip of how we acquired this. So while we were out today, the fun never stopped. We did spot on the side of the road this sofa. It's in excellent condition, few worn patches, but that's okay. Doesn't smell, and it's not wet. So we hoped that it would still be there once we'd finished our day out. So it was just next to the skip, and now Darren's just making sure it's secure. It's very simple, and it's basically where we spend our evenings usually, and where we, as I say, where we eat. All we've got are a couple of plastic boxes that are storing bits of stuff we use every now and again, but that's like our coffee table at the moment, and our little Christmas tree holder. So everything has to have like a double purpose. So at the moment Darren's editing station, it has got our TV on, and that's where we watch TV, you know, if we want to watch a movie or YouTube. We also have our portable heater with the gas bottle in. Darren's also fixed up an extension socket coming from the battery on the 12-volt system, so that we have a bit of power in here. The reality of living in a small house with a dog, especially in this weather, is that he drags in all the dirt and the damp with him, and no matter how much you try and dry him off, he's still soggy when he sits on the sofa. So we always have his towel on there as well, because this is where he likes to sit of an evening. So Darren's now stood at the front door, and that's the kitchen we've shown you, that's the living room, and I'm just going to move 3, 4, 5 steps back, and that's the length of the kitchen and the length of the living room, and we're almost into the bedroom now. So the bedroom is one of the largest rooms in the house, but it has the smallest window. It's at the back of the house and doesn't get any direct sun. We haven't done anything with this window yet, other than make this double glazed unit. So it's literally a wooden frame and some plastic on either side, but it really works to keep the wind out because there's very little glass in there, and on the daytime I can take it out and it lets the bedroom air out. So size wise, this is the biggest room, so you can see a good amount of size, and it's almost square. It fits a full-size double bed, and I think Darren also has a clip where we repurposed the bed out of the minibus so that we're not sleeping on a mattress on the floor, and we did that a few weeks ago, so it's been really comfy since then. storage for our clothes, we just picked up a couple of these quick to put together shelves which have like a storage basket on the bottom, and that's what we've got for our clothes.
So we're still in the bedroom area, and to this side of the bedroom area we have our toilet or our bathroom, and this is a composting system. What we do is we use this and we compost our waste up on the land. We'll show you that in a whole different video at a later stage. We do know that people are interested in that, and we will do a video about it. On this side of the bedroom area, this is our storage unit at the moment. You remember at the beginning of the video, Elaine said she wanted to knock a wall through. That wall will come into this room here, but it will definitely open up that living area. So this is the storage area that I'm standing in now. This is the wall here that Elaine mentioned earlier that she wants to knock down, and we'll extend the living room into this room. On this side is the bathroom area, which I showed you a minute or two ago, and we're also going to knock this wall down and extend the bathroom. So the bathroom will get extended by a couple of feet this way, and the living room on this side maybe by 6 foot. We could add maybe 6 foot on, and then that will be this space taken up. So thank you very much for joining us on the tiny tour of our tiny house. We hope you've enjoyed coming along with us.
But just before we go, we want to say happy birthday to our son. He's 20 today. So happy birthday, sweetheart.
Happy birthday.
And thank you very much for coming along. Please do give us a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, and we will see you next time.
Thank you very much. Bye bye.